everyone. Welcome to my channel Mrs. English. I am Papina Chatterjee and today in my 12th class I will discuss about gender. As you can see in the board, I have made the heading the noun gender are of four types: masculine gender, feminine gender, common gender and the last one neuter gender. So now one by one we will discuss about each of them in detail, so that it will be easy for everyone. First of all comes the masculine gender. What is a masculine gender? Nouns that refer to the male community, maybe animal, bird or any other species, are said to be of masculine gender. For example, boy, man, lion, brother, father, tiger, all these are of masculine gender. Next comes feminine gender. Nouns that denote the female community, maybe animal, bird or any other living things, are said to be of feminine gender. For example, girl, woman, lioness, tigress, sister, mother, all these are of feminine gender. Next comes the common gender. So nouns that denote both the male and female community, which are inseparable, are said to be of common gender. For example, baby, child, student, teacher, painter, all these are of common gender, because if I say baby, it may be a boy, it may be a girl. If I say child, it may be a boy, it may be a girl. And the same for the student also. A boy student or a girl student, we don't know. So these are said to be of common gender. And the last one is neuter gender. As you can see, neuter gender are the lifeless nouns. So nouns which are lifeless and which doesn't denote neither of the sex. Not even the male, not even the female. So basically the abstract nouns and the material nouns are of neuter gender. For example, pen, pencil, stone, paper, building, house, all these are lifeless things and they don't belong to any of the sex, male or female. So these are known as the neuter gender. So now I will go to the board work. As you can see, in masculine gender, father. In feminine, it becomes mother. And in common gender, parent. So parent means father and mother both, right? So it is of common gender. Clear? Now I have made the neuter gender also related to this. Father, mother both lives in a house, right? So house is an inanimate object. So it is of neuter gender. Next, you can see tiger. It is of male community. Tiger is masculine gender. Next, tigress, feminine gender. So the baby of the tiger is known as cub or brood, right? So these are of common gender. It will denote the male and the female both, okay? And the tiger or the lion, all these lives in the forest, right? So tree, grass, all these are the inanimate objects and they are of neuter gender. Clear? Next comes washerman. It will become washer women in feminine gender. And in common gender we can say servant. Okay. So servant means both man and women, right? And in neuter gender, stone, water. So these are all lifeless thing, right? So these are of neuter gender. Next come policeman. So if you say policeman, it is of masculine gender. In feminine, it will become police women. Clear? In common gender, police officer. If I say police officer, it will denote a male officer and even a female officer. We cannot differentiate with the name, right? So it is of common gender. Next in neuter you can say day, night. So day, night. So these words don't denote the male or female, right? So these are of neuter gender. Next comes landlord. In feminine it will become landlady. And in common gender we can say owner. Owner of a house, owner of a garden, owner of anything. It may be landlord or landlady, but they are the owner, right? In neuter gender, I can say building. So building is an inanimate object, so this is of neuter gender. Next comes stepson, stepdaughter in feminine gender, and in common gender, children, right? Maybe stepson, stepdaughter or son, daughter, all are our children, right? So it is common gender. It denotes both the masculine gender and the feminine gender. Clear? So next comes in neuter gender love, care. So we always have love and care for our children, right? So these are also some feelings, abstract nouns, right? So these are also called as the neuter gender. Next, peacock. So the national bird of India, right? So peacock, it will become peahen in feminine gender. Clear? And in common gender, we can call it as bird. If I say bird, it may be a male bird or a female bird, both. So it is common. So it is known as of common gender. And here in neuter gender, if I say about feather, birds have feather, right? But feather is neuter for both. So it is a neuter gender. So now I want to say something. There are basically three rules to transform the masculine nouns to the feminine nouns. Okay? That means to transform the gender from masculine to feminine, there are basically three rules. Number one is we can add ESS at the end of the masculine nouns. That means if I say here tiger, tiger is a masculine noun, but if I add ESS at the end, tigress, it will become of feminine gender. For example, lion, Lion, it will become lioness, ESS at the end in feminine gender. Poet, Poet, poet will become poetess, Poetess. So there are many examples where we can see actor, actress. Okay. So here you can see ESS is used to make the masculine gender feminine one. Clear? Next comes rule number 2. In rule number 2, sometimes we add a word in front of the masculine noun to make it a feminine one, and sometimes we add a word after the masculine noun to make it a feminine one. Clear? For example, you can say wash up man. So it will become wash up women. So we just added a word at the end, right? So likewise also we can change the masculine genders into the feminine one. Again, if I add a word in front, then also I can change it to the feminine one. For example, if I say manservant, so it will become maid servant in feminine gender. So man becomes maid. Clear? He goat becomes she goat. Okay? So we added he and she in the front to make it masculine and feminine. And sometimes we add at the end like washer man, washer women. Clear? So I think it is clear to you. Landlord, landlady. Here also we added the words at the end. So this is rule number 2. Next comes rule number 3. In rule number 3, the complete structure of the word changes. For example, fox, F-O-X, fox. in feminine gender becomes vixen. Bull becomes cow. Horse becomes mare. Okay. Monk becomes nun. So there are numerous examples where we can see the whole word changes. Clear? When transformed into the feminine one. Now I have given some more example because for my junior students I can say this comes in your exams, right? To transform the words from masculine to feminine or feminine to masculine. So I am giving some more examples so that it will help you all in your task. So go through it. Boy becomes girl. Brother becomes sister. Husband becomes wife. Sir becomes madam. Okay. Next, you can see bull becomes cow. Horse becomes mare. Monk becomes nun. King becomes queen. And then I just said he goat becomes she goat. Milkman becomes milkmaid. Nephew becomes niece. Uncle becomes aunt. So there are even more examples. So you can go through all these which will help you a lot in your study. So this is my class for today. Hope it will help you a lot. So go through it, watch my video, like it, subscribe it, hit the bell icon to get more videos and share it with your friends and family and always support me as you do. Thank you.